This isn't chemistry, it's conditioning. Have you ever wondered why you stayed even when you knew it wasn't healthy? Why the highs felt so good, but the lows kept hurting you? Welcome to the Still Standing Podcast. I'm your host, Fayon Walters. I created this podcast to talk honestly about healing, relationships, and human behavior, so we stop blaming ourselves for patterns we were never taught to understand. If you've ever struggled to let go of someone who was inconsistent with you, this episode is for you. Inconsistency feels powerful because it activates your brain's reward system. When affection comes and goes unpredictably, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to addiction. Not when love is consistent, but when it's uncertain. That's why the rare moments of closeness felt euphoric, and why the distance felt unbearable. Your nervous system wasn't bonding to love, it was bonding to relief. Hot and cold behavior creates a psychological loop. Affection, withdrawal, connection, silence, hope, confusion. Each time they pulled away, your body went into stress. Each time they came back, your body felt relief. That relief becomes addictive. This is why people say, I don't understand why I can't walk away. It's not weakness, it's conditioning. Kind, empathetic people stay longer because they try to make sense of the inconsistency. You analyze, you give grace, you explain behavior instead of honoring how it made you feel. You don't want to abandon someone you care about. But here's the truth, understanding someone's trauma does not require you to tolerate harm. Empathy without boundaries turns into self-abandonment. Healing starts when you stop chasing emotional highs and start prioritizing emotional safety. Consistency may feel boring at first because your nervous system is detoxing from chaos. Calm doesn't spike dopamine, but it builds trust. You heal by choosing relationships that don't require you to guess, wait, or decode. Peace feels unfamiliar when you've lived in survival mode, but unfamiliar doesn't mean wrong. Let me say this clearly. You didn't stay because you were weak. You stayed because your body learned to associate inconsistency with connection. Now that you understand the pattern, you get to choose differently. Awareness breaks cycles. If this episode resonated, sit with it. Ask yourself, what does my nervous system feel familiar with? Chaos or calm? Healing doesn't mean you stop loving deeply. It means you stop loving at the expense of yourself. Follow me on Instagram and all social platforms at Dosafay and at Batiti Impact for more conversations like this. This is the Still Standing Podcast. In the next episode, we'll talk about how to rebuild trust with yourself after emotional inconsistency. Until then, choose clarity over confusion.